Chapter 13, The Guardian. There's a part of you that watches everything you do. It listens to your thoughts. It tracks your reactions. It monitors your energetic state. You may not notice it, but it's always there. Zeland calls this presence the guardian, an invisible force within you that guards your access to power, clarity, and high-frequency states. But here's the paradox. The guardian can protect you or block you. It can serve you or sabotage you. And how it behaves depends entirely on how conscious you are. Let's explore what this inner force is and how to work with it instead of against it. The guardian is not a person. It's not a spirit or a guide. It's an energetic threshold. An intelligent built-in regulator that activates when you begin to shift out of your habitual self. It's the mechanism that says, "This isn't familiar. Be careful." When you begin to elevate your state, when you feel too good, too powerful, too clear, the guardian may appear, not as a voice, but as resistance, a wave of doubt, an old fear, a sudden irrational thought. Zeland describes the guardian as a kind of spiritual immune system. Its job is to keep your identity stable, even if that identity is no longer serving you. That's why growth often feels like sabotage. It's not life testing you. It's the guardian resisting unfamiliar frequency. Not because it wants to stop you, but because it doesn't yet trust the new you. So how does the guardian show up? It appears when you meditate deeper than usual and suddenly feel restless. It shows up when you finally align with confidence, and a voice inside says, "Who do you think you are?" It appears after moments of clarity, followed by impulsive self-sabotage, emotional reactivity, or sudden fatigue. The guardian doesn't punish, it tests. It asks, "Are you sure about this new vibration? Do you really want to cross this threshold?" And if your response is unconscious, reactive, fearful, resistant, it keeps you locked in the old frequency. But if your response is conscious, calm, observing, clear, it steps aside. You've passed the test, and the energy opens again. The key to navigating the guardian is not force, but awareness. You don't defeat the guardian. You recognize it, you thank it, and you move forward anyway. Here's how. First, notice the resistance without story. Don't label it as sabotage, just observe it, curiously, calmly. Second, speak to the guardian with respect. Say internally, "Thank you for trying to protect me. I choose to expand now." You may relax. Third, stay in the new frequency. Even if it feels shaky, even if your mind panics, stay there with breath, with presence. Fourth, repeat. Each time you pass the threshold with awareness, the guardian's grip weakens. Eventually, it begins to trust you. And instead of blocking your growth, it supports it. You've integrated the boundary. You've become the new baseline. Every major shift, emotional, spiritual, energetic, awakens the guardian. It's not your enemy. It's a mirror. It reflects your own readiness. And if you meet it with resistance, it becomes a wall. But if you meet it with awareness, it becomes a doorway. So the next time you feel something holding you back after a breakthrough, pause, recognize the guardian, breathe, smile, and walk forward anyway. Because the version of you that lives on the other side of that threshold already exists, and they're waiting. In Chapter 14, We'll explore the goal and the door, how to distinguish between your true goal and the unexpected path that leads you to it. Until then, stay awake, stay centered, and remember, the guardian does not test your strength, it reveals it.